Hi, guys. What's up?
Hello, hello, hello.
Lori was the first one in here with It All Adds Up. Simply Jan Homestead and Linda from Another Job. Please share this out on your community tab to get a few more people in here because Heather's trying to finish reaching her monetization, and I'm trying to keep my monetization for my channel. So once you get it, you still got to keep it, So there's that. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. How are you?
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
So what are we doing today, Gail?
I am going to make some bookmarks.
Me too. I'm going to attempt to make some bookmarks.
Yeah, I actually kind of made one just to kind of start and just kind of follow it all the way through because I've never actually done it. But I was like, well, I have all the basic, things. So basically, I started out by just looking through my scrapbook paper.
Oh, it's cold. It's kind of sprinkling.
There's a lot of really busy patterns in here, really busy.
Oh, that's fun.
I found some that were a little less busy and one that was a solid. So I decided to go with a dark purple and this one that wasn't quite as busy, so you could actually see something that was going on.
That leaf one would be a super cute gardening bookmark for like your garden planner.
While I was laminating, I needed something else to put on the laminator, so I decided to laminate my garden tags for my Grow in Groceries 2025. I put sorghum on one and lemongrass on the other because that's the next video I'm going to do. So I went ahead and laminated those to put on the buckets that I bought for those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to buy some more buckets later, but I wanted to get some of those seeds started. Hello, Penny.
Yeah, I went and took another fruit tree grafting class yesterday, which was really cool because, you always get like different instructors and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I got this down. So.
Yeah, I also put bookmarks in my cookbooks. Like if I'm looking through recipes, if I have bookmarks or something to hold the page until I try that recipe. Then once I like it, I'll probably write it down. And then if I really like it, I'll laminate it and put it in my little recipe thing. And that's what I did today. I laminated a couple of my recipes that were in here so that they last longer.
Oh, nice. So you can have achy fingers and just wipe it right off.
Yeah. Because some of those recipes, even the old ones, I laminated them just so I would have them for a while. So
yeah, that's cool.
So I just started by I think this actually is a paper cutter, but I wasn't really sure. I couldn't remember how to use it because I haven't done it in a while. So
I don't know where I put mine. I have one somewhere.
Put the paper in it, and then I just drew the line and cut it, and then I went back and cut the line off so you couldn't see it. It's not perfectly even,
but that works.
So I cut it into a long strip so that I could fold it. That way both sides have color.
Oh, yeah. And so your laminator does laminating over a double-sided thingy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So then after that, I want to leave a little room at the bottom to put a hole punch. So glue is very, very messy. I'm going to use glue on something else, but I decided to use these scrapbook stickers that you can get from Walmart or Michael's or any of those stores. And I'm just going to put these little craft stickers on. And I'll put about 4. And basically to hold the two sides together.
You're going to have to angle down more because we can't see what your hands are doing. There
Okay,
you go.
tell me, can you see what I'm doing now?
Perfect. And so I'm going to move mine as well so everybody can see.
So I'm just pulling the top off of the stickers. If you guys would share this out on your community tab so I could get maybe somebody in my chat possibly so that my efforts are worth it. Or if you have 2 devices.
Let's see. So
I didn't have any coffee this morning, so if I'm busy, I apologize.
cigar.
I
I stained this, and then I did some wood graving. It's got, I don't know if you can really see it on there. It's got a bear and some trees that I wood burned into it. Anyways, I was making with some, and I got little pink feathers all over this, bookmarks with using faux leather. So I kind of have some of these, but I just kind of wanted to look through here and see what else I have. I have a bunch of like pre-bookmarks cut off, like a stack.
I'm going to do stamps on this one. This one's is like a bunch of flower stamps. So I did one earlier with stickers. And then I laminated it. But I decided to do this one with stamps. So get my.
I had a feather explosion in my craft room of all the little colored feathers.
Fun.
Yeah. So I just made a hole punch in that. And then I think what I'm going to do is make like a little tassel type thing. Yeah, so I used to do wood burning on like big treasure boxes. I would wood burn designs on the top and the sides and everything. I don't know how much string I want.
Can't find my basic black ink. I'm going to have to do purple.
Ooh.
Purple and orange. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I wonder. Let's see.
I think what I'm going to do before I start is I'm going to use some of this inking stuff and kind of ink the edges.
Okay.
If I can get it open. Oh, maybe this one's never been used. Is it still closed?
I know I have some somewhere, but they're probably dried out because it's been so long.
Well, this one's closed, so I'm guessing, or either I never opened this one. I know I've opened some, but it's possible I didn't open this exact one. Maybe like I bought a set or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe I taped it closed for this to keep it good. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a while. I can't get it open.
Let's see. I don't know which way I want this to go. So how is everybody doing today?
It almost looks like I taped it myself, like I put Scotch tape to close it.
Oh, yeah.
But surely not. Surely this was from the store. Well, they sure did make it hard to get into. Holy cow. Can't get it open.
Oh, wow.
Here, come watch Gail open stuff.
Yeah. I think it needs some thickness to it.
I think it needs to be open, so I can open it. She's talking about one thing, and I'm just trying to open. She's over there being artsy, and I'm over here trying to open something.
Yeah, but you already made one, so. Well, I guess I did too, technically.
Okay, we're gonna go with brown. Brown it is.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Lovely.
Brown is open. We're gonna do brown. So we're just gonna hit the edges with it like that. Just gives it kind of a vintage look. See what it does to the edge like that?
Oh, yeah. That's cool. cool. I like that. So have you ever done like a scrapbook, kind of like a by scratch a scratchbook? You know, like you do.
Yeah, I was a scrapbooker.
Oh, you were scrappy, eh?
I was definitely scrappy. See what that did? That took it into looking vintage looking.
I don't know if I like this.
You see what it did? It made it look vintage. Can y'all see
Oh,
that?
yeah, that's cool.
Now
What did
I need
you
to-
pad it with?
What's that?
What did you pad it the sides with?
It's pigment ink, studio pigment ink.
Oh,
This color is actually brown, which I thought, well, brown will look okay with orange.
yeah.
But this side's a little bit more pink because remember, this is scrapbook paper. It's a little different, but we're going to use the brown on that too. Make the other side have some of this vintage look. Make them kind of match, but they won't match exactly because, like I said, one side's kind of orange and one side's kind
Taking
of.
this one off.
But yeah, I folded it over so that it's thicker. Not that I ever did this. I just kind of pictured what it should be.
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's a good idea. And I think I'm just gonna put one of these cotton strings.
You can actually rub the color too. See, you can actually rub the whole page with it too if you want to give it a vintagey look.
Yeah.
So we're done with that.
Are you sure?
I think so. Okay, so I'm going to make the top where the folded edge is and the open edge at the bottom. So I got these cute little flower stamps. I need something kind of more solid because this little thing that I have it on is kind of spongy. I need something a little bit more flat.
So I'm gonna cut little tips on those. And there is a feather bookmark. So these were from earrings that I made. So this was an earring. And
ooh, this color. This might look good. See, it's kind of this. I might do that later.
I have smaller.
Right. Let me do some flowers.
So I saved the outlines of all the earrings that I made so I could use them for making bookmarks. And I could put stuff inside. Hello, Bud Files.
So I'm just stamping little flowers on it.
But yeah, so like I have the chickens and all kinds of feathers and extra like feathers flying around. Okay, let's see. Maybe I will do one with something else. I think I have somewhere around here. I have all my sewing stuff all over the place here.
No, you should see my craft room when I was digging for this stuff.
You should see mine.
I don't know. I might win. I might win this one.
Okay, so here's some stickers, but these stickers are kind of poofy. I don't know that I want. Oh, I have some of these too that I started making, trying to make some sort of bookmarks.
I have a few jimmies. Y'all want some jimmies? I got a few jimmies. I won these one time from a channel called Looky Looky Loo Crafts.
So I just kind of put little scraps of fabric and paper on these.
Lifetime supply of jimmies.
And then on the other side, you could write something on them if you wanted to.
I'll have to go back and rewatch this to see what you're doing, Heather, because I can't watch what you're doing. I'm sorry. I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, no, that's okay. But so I was thinking, and I saw this on I don't know, somewhere where they made out of fabric a corner piece that goes on the corner of your book, kind of like a little tiny pocket that goes on the corner of the book that you can use to mark your bookmark. And I'm sure you could do it with paper too. So I'm wondering if these that I already made, if I put a backside to them and somehow figured how to attach them so they wouldn't, so then you would essentially slip it up on the side of the book, kind of like that. I don't know. I Riley don't know.
Guess what? There's another one not open.
Another ink pad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to open these sometime. Another day. Another day when other people aren't watching me. Apparently, I used the brown, and that's the only color I used. Apparently.
Well, at least you don't have ink all over the place. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So this is the one I made earlier with the kitty cats. And then I just took and tied a ribbon and I knotted it 3 times like that. And so to hold this on so it won't fall off, I'm going to glue it right there like that. And then when you put it into your book, the little ribbons will be coming out so you can see where your place is.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I have trouble opening my glue, so I'm just going to pour a little bit in this bowl. And I'm going to get this little tiny piece of like that scrapbook sticker. I'm going to use that as my dipper. And I'm going to glue this ribbon down.
I found these watercolor floral stickers at the thrift store. And there's all kinds of like little excuse me, plants and stuff like that. So I've been using them to make some cards when I send stuff out, like little thank you cards or whatever.
Yeah.
So
these would be cute to send in fruit mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Add a little bookmarker, and it won't be like too heavy.
Oh yeah, you could put a bookmarker in the card too.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably is kind of hard to see. Maybe not.
Okay. I'm probably going to go back and use some better glue for this. Having trouble with that right now. But another thing you can do is add some of these jimmies to give it a little look. Since it's got a lot of pink on it, maybe I thought I would add a little green.
What's Jimmy?
Jimmy are these little sparkly things.
Oh, is that what those are called? Huh.
Jimmies,
yeah. Know they had a name. I just thought they were sparkly.
Apparently in the craft world, they call them jimmies.
Oh.
That's what I've heard. I don't know why I'm putting the Jimmy on there, because when they go to put it in the book, I guess it'll hold their place open a little more. But see, I put the little Jimmy right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got a what do you call that? The Italy statue. What is it called?
Eiffel Tower. You said it earlier, and then you put.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost it. So I got a wooden Eiffel Tower, and I glued those on it. It looks pretty cool. I don't know where. It's somewhere upstairs, hidden with the children. I'm like with the children.
I started on this one for the Healthy Goals Wednesday. It's got the little skinny girl on it, and it says right here, goals, and it says, let's celebrate. And it's got another skinny girl and celebrate. I left a place for a hole. I'm going to actually laminate it and then punch the holes in the bottom. So there's that way to add the ribbon, but otherwise you could probably just, also, you could just hole punch it If you didn't have a laminator, you could just hole punch it at this point.
Yeah.
And instead of knotting it, you could actually just tie it to hold on. That's one way to go, but then you have to glue it. So this might be a better option, just to tie it. Like I say, I haven't done it, so I don't know. But if you didn't have a laminator, which I do, but if you didn't have one, you could just tie your ribbon right here. And that way you don't have to have as many supplies. And then the ribbon will just be hanging like that. And I always like to cut mine like at an angle. And I like to cut them where they're not even, completely even. But that's just my kind of personality, that things don't have to be even. But I'm sure you guys who like things to be even can just make it even. So like that. So that one I just did a dark purple like that. I'm just going to add this to somebody's Healthy Goal Wednesday friend mail winnings thing that somebody gets. What you doing now?
I think I'm gonna make a little label. I have to figure. I don't know how to use it yet. I'm learning.
Oh, the label. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, label.
Oh, here we go. Okay, you guys ready?
Cool.
And I smile.
You're on Candy camera.
Yeah.
I tried to find stickers that weren't too bulky. You know,
Yeah.
that were flatter, so that it would lay flatter in the book.
Oh, cool. I have some earring hooks in here. Because
I also have a puncher thing that you can actually, you can punch the hole and make the hole like have that brass thing around it and put charms. That's one of the things I didn't have trouble. I didn't have
I
time.
have a beeswax melt stamp thingy. You know, when they used to do the round wax seals on letters. I have one that has a bee design on it. Actually, I can just grab it and do that on one of these.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I'm trying to get the paper off of this.
See what stickers I ended up with over here. I was trying to just look for flat things that were flatter.
Tamara, you don't have no bad language. Good day from UK. Good day.
Good day. I like the way they say good day.
Good day.
Oh, I like the way they say chicken. Have you been out to check your shook today?
Your what?
Shooks.
Shooks.
CHOOKS, I think. Shooks.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, I know they're probably laughing at me for saying it wrong, but I used to hang out with some people from Australia, but I don't know. We lost touch somehow here on YouTube by accident, not on purpose. So, but now I just have Ariella mostly.
Yeah.
And a few people that pop in from time to time. I love
Rob
both.
says he's never heard of that one.
Chooks. Oh, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong.
I give you credit for trying.
Is that what he said?
No, I do.
Oh. We'll just put that little sticker, a little bow down there. I don't want to cover up my stamps. La, 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 la. Sweet and sassy. That's what this one says. That's me, a little sweet and a little sassy.
You said it. Yeah. I was thinking it.
I speak truth.
I was going to say, well, that sounds a little fitting somewhere or another.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of both.
I don't know. I don't think I really want to put any more stuff on that. And then I want a hole puncher that has a little itty bitty tiny heart.
That would be cute.
Yeah, like that size, but a heart.
So there's that one. Got the girl with the glasses, sweet and sassy, and I got the roses, the bow. This one's got the curly-headed girl and the bow down here by the bow. The bow by the bow. And then the kitty cats. But I don't think that this, tying method is going to work. I think it's going to have to be just tied all the way. All of them, because it's just not going to be stable. And the glue I have is not going to stay. Everything's red because that's what color I grabbed that was thin. Today is red.
These may be a
I need to look down. I need to look down at the chat real quick and see what people are saying.
They're saying we're nuts.
We're a nut? Yeah, we are. We are a nut. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I have Lori says, okay, old phone on your channel and new on Heather's. Okay, that's cool. I just got a new phone myself. It was quite a struggle to be. Are the bookmarks for you or to be given away locally? I know I'm saving one of them. I'm saving one of them to put in somebody's Healthy Goal Wednesday. Winnings, Healthy Goals Wednesday winning. The one that says goals on it. I'm going to give that one away. I don't know. I might save them all for friend Mel. But yeah, but I think they'll last longer if I laminate them. Hello, Wellness with Frugal Mama. How are you?
Yeah.
Mark with Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Welcome in. I'm gonna look see what Heather's doing for a little bit.
Heather doesn't know what Heather's doing, so I've got some glitter.
I don't know what Gail was doing either. So.
Cricut machine paper stuff. I don't know what you call it, but there's like a gray and a purple. But I have a blue bookmark, so I'm thinking the gray. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with it.
The bookmarks. I think they'll last longer if they're laminated, though. So I'm probably going to take the bows out, laminate them, and put the ribbon back because I want them, to last in the book. Mm-hmm. So I want them to hold the test of time. Right. Yeah, if you get some little tiny stickers, you could put your channel stickers on them.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you didn't want a little thin bookmark, you could actually do a big fat one like this. See?
Yeah.
You could do that. And if you like a big bookmark, you could just do this whole thing, just like this. You could also, if you had some of those crazy scissors, you could cut the edges to make them not straight. If you've got that kind of personality, just jagged edges of all of them. I think I have some of this somewhere. In my old scrapbooking tote, I have some. But yeah, I think maybe by this weekend I will try to I'm trying to get the area ready where I'm going to put my set of buckets to do Jennifer's collaboration.
Mhm.
Let's see what Jennifer said. I was so excited to get my tiny remote delivered for my treadmill and lost, and it don't work without it. I went outside and a big $3,000 coffee maker. I don't even drink coffee. Somebody gave you a $3,000. Oh, thank you, Jan. Yeah, I actually curled it today. I was making a video and I had wore it straight yesterday, so I decided today I was going to curl it. So this is the curl look. But I don't use hairspray anymore, so it just lasts until it falls out and then it's done.
Yeah.
I was excited to see that Jan's about to put out an Ozark meetup video because that means we're getting closer. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, March, April, May, June.
Oh, those are cute. They're little jelly bean stickers.
Awesome. I found some Easter egg stickers earlier.
Like stencils.
You know what I've been wanting to do? So I'm having a lot of trouble with plant markers. Keeping their, like today, the ones I made, I wrote them with marker on some of this leftover scrapbook paper and I laminated them. Oh, that's cool.
You know what one time I did is I got those wooden yard stakes and I painted house paint on them, like whatever I had, both sides, the wooden stakes. And then I used a paint pen to write the plant on it.
Paint pen.
Vertical. Yeah.
I got some garden marker stickers from Walmart. I couldn't even get them to write, so that was wasted money there. So that's lovely. But anyway, I want to make. Well, I have two things I want to make. I want to make labels that last, and which I have actually written them out and laminated them, but I didn't do that over the winter this year, so I didn't. So now I don't know where anything is. I'm going to pretty much have to Google Lens everything.
Oh, yeah.
But it does work because in that one bed, I did the Google Lens and it said calendula. It also said tobacco. Well, I knew I had not planted tobacco, so I knew it had to be calendula.
That would be pretty on there. And like a little thing here.
How did you do your bow at the top, Heather, on yours?
On which one?
That one? Yeah.
What I did is let's see if I can show you a bigger example. So I just kind of matched both of the ends up on one end down here. And then I pushed this through and then pulled those through. The tail.
But that looks thicker than what that is.
It is. This is different. I ripped it. I cut it and made it thinner. So this is fabric, actually. And so what I had is I had this strip of fabric, like this, exactly this size. I cut it and I ripped it to make it so they weren't as thick.
And how did you get it to knot in there like that?
So you go.
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, so I did it like this.
Trying.
Where you match both of the ends and you have this part here. I stuck this part up here into the hole a little bit, and then I stuck these through and pulled. So I know it looks confusing. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to show you where you can see it, because if I do it on the hole, it'll be hard to see. So I'll do a bigger version. How about that? Okay, we'll use this for an example. Oh, see, I have everything scissors, And these are only for fabric.
Yeah, I have fabric stickers too. Fabric stickers. Fabric scissors somewhere.
Okay, so we're gonna pretend like this is the hole, even though it's not a hole. You'll understand. So you match the two ends up, right? Or you could have it uneven, it doesn't matter. So you've got it like this. And the two ends are down here. You push this through the hole. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Maybe I can make a bigger hole. Hey, hole, where are you? um, let's see. Here we go. We can do this.
Yeah, I love Michael's. Michael's is cool. I like all the stores. Joann's Crafts. I heard there's like Michael's, Hobby Lobby.
Ginormous version of Bookmark. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got your ribbon or string or whatever you want, any thickness, and you stick this part into the hole, and it's up here at the top of your or bottom of your bookmark, however you like it. And then you're going to take the tails and stick them through the hole.
That's what I was trying to do.
And then you pull it tight. Well, I can't really with this paper, it'll rip, but you pull it tight, and there you go. It looks better when you pull it tight, but this will rip.
Yeah. Let's see if I can do it. I cut the ribbon off of this one. Okay, let me try what you're talking about. Let's see. Because it's no good to do crafts if you're not going to learn something, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I used a hole punch, Jan.
Punch it through the hole. And then I put the ends through this part right here.
Through the circle, yeah. And then you pull it tight, but be careful so you don't like bend a bookmark or whatever.
Yeah, this is the laminated one, so it's pretty sturdy.
And then you just pull it as tight as you
need it. Oh, I just didn't get both ends in there. I got one. Okay.
So once
that.
you know, right?
That's it. That's it, like that.
You got it?
I got it.
Yay.
All right. So when I laminate these others, I'll do them like that too. See?
Yeah.
Now I got to cut my ends all jaggy waggy because that's what I do. I do like cutting them at an angle though, like that.
Sparkly, Jennifer.
Like that. There we go. I fixed it. Now it stays.
So I have a bag.
You could actually put a jimmy or a little sticky right there.
I have a bag right next to me, and I put all my threads and scrap fabric that are really tiny in it. And what was it that I did? Oh, I made a pillow for my granddaughter's doll. And I'm like, well, I don't want to waste cotton, right? So I stuck all the loose threads and fabric in there for the filling of the pillow. So, yeah. Cool.
Hi, Marketplace Boutique.
There's that one. And you can use anything for like a little tassel, you know. You can be as creative or simple or over the top as you want. Ooh, you know what would be kind of cute? So I have these little butterfly thingies, but it's a wire. So I wonder if that would be dangerous. Wouldn't that be kind of cute?
Jennifer, buy a car so you can come to the meetup. Better yet, just
right?
Just buy a plane ticket and we'll come pick you up at the airport.
There's
that. Hi, Ann's Place. Welcome
She's
in.
got too much work that she needs to do though, so
yeah.
You leave
on what? The garden?
The house and the garden and that.
So. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So these were what I was showing earlier that I did with little pieces of scrap fabric. I cut them into hearts and different things. So
Uh-huh.
I used a template. I don't know. I think I got it out of a scrapbook or something. This little shape of the template, and I traced them onto the cardstock, and then I just kind of there's some vintage sheet music on there and hearts
Mhm.
and bees and but
Cool.
I made a whole bunch of them.
That's neat. Is that the one that fits on the corner? Like what you were talking about?
No, well, I'm wondering how I could attach the two pieces together because I'm worried that the glue won't stay, keep it connected, right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
it
if
would be
you
cute.
had done it before, you could have maybe
You know
tied
what?
them together.
Actually, I can probably run this through my sewing machine. This paper, because it's thick. But so you just make this little pocket thing and it goes on the corner of your book to mark your place. You could do it on the top or the bottom. And of course, it was like one of those things where if you pay, blah, 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 we'll give you the template and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm just going to watch it a couple of times. I got it.
Yeah, I got that cutter thing where you cut your scrapbook paper into shapes and those little,
Oh,
like, what do you call it? Little, because I thought about doing mini ones like this, mini
okay.
bookmarks with
Yeah.
this, but I
Cool.
didn't. I decided not to. But I have all the like butterflies and bees and all the things. I have all the things. All the
Let
things.
me get
Go
my
back road.
let me get my bee stamp thingy.
I'm currently out of practice.
Yeah, I
Out
know. I
of
used to
practice.
draw a lot, and I
Yeah,
probably do more.
I think that's gonna look better. That's gonna hold on better than the other ones. But I'm gonna probably take the bow off these and laminate them first so they'll last. But
All right. Well, it's not where I thought it was supposed to be.
that, when you put it in the book,
I put it somewhere else. Oh
yeah,
well.
that way when you put it in the book, it can hang out like that. The little the little strings can hang out of your book.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Cute.
I have so many cookbooks. I have a shelf in the kitchen I need to clean off to do the cookbooks. So,
Right. Now
yeah.
these would be cute recipe cards if you made them bigger,
Yeah, they would be cute recipe
right?
cards. I have done that. I've done this
They're
inking
small.
thing where you get a oh, let me get a visual. You get a plain old index card that you would write your recipe on.
Yeah.
And you put it in a bowl, say like this bowl, and you put water in there and you put instant coffee. You can
Oh,
do regular coffee, but it won't get as dark. And you put little blotchy vintage edges and you let it dry. And when it's fully dry, then you can write your recipes on it. And it has that
yeah.
old vintage look. It's like it's coffee staining.
Yeah.
Really
I
cool.
used to I
That'd
used
be
to
perfect
burn
if you were
edges
doing like a
before.
recipe exchange and you could send your recipe to someone on an index card that's kind of decorated.
There's this gal that did
I rock
the
and dirty.
craft event the last one that I did. And she asked me, she said she was going to an event this weekend, and she asked me if I had any aprons that I would like her to bring for me to add. And she would just, bring me the money if any of them sell. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's cool. It's very cool.
I have a few that are made.
Yeah. I actually took a break off from gardening today.
It's raining out.
I was kind of feeling very drained because I had worked myself to the bone on it. So I did get my buckets yesterday so I could plant the stuff for Jennifer's collab. But I'll have to wait till I get my area cleaned out that I want to put them in. And I'll have to drill some holes on the bottom of them. Unfortunately, the buckets were a little more expensive than I expected them to be. I was hoping they would be cheap enough that I could get 3 buckets for the cost of 2 pots, but that didn't work out. It didn't quite work out that way.
Right.
So, there's that.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're got how many did you get? 3?
No, I got 2.
Well, that's 2 more at least.
Yeah, I figure I could at least do the lemongrass and the sorghum.
I recommend that whenever you get plants that are bigger for anybody. I know sometimes it's hard because you don't get bigger plants. Save your pots.
Oh, I don't. The only thing I ever buy is basil and marigolds. Occasionally, I'll buy like a moss rose start or a pepper because I'm not very good at growing peppers.
Right.
But usually they come in little tiny pots. I don't usually ever buy anything in a big pot.
Right.
I wouldn't have the big ones, but I do save everything that I get.
Yeah.
I use them under the grow light. Next year, I'm hoping that I can do hydroponics.
We had a nursery at my old house that was going out of business. And so they had all kinds of I wanted to take more of it. My husband said no, but now he probably would have been like, take them all.
Yeah. You never know. I mean, I've got so many seeds and I just don't want to plant straight in the ground because the waiting is just way too time consuming. It gets hot in Texas.
Oh yeah.
It's so hot.
No, I didn't get Mary seeds yet, so I'm hoping today the mail should be coming. What time is it?
I just happened to get mine the same day.
So hopefully yours came.
Both mine came in the same day. So
yeah, no, mine didn't, but hopefully they'll be here today because
maybe they didn't come in the same day. I just didn't go there and they were already both there. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping so because I want to get that video done. I need to do the video for the IBG seed swap too.
Okay.
I've got both of those to do.
I see the chicks did call you out as doing a video.
I've actually got 3 now I forget what I said. Oh, 3 different videos that I've been adding into my phone that I'm working on.
Oh gosh.
Maybe you'll win one. Win one what?
I'm actually a hydroponic machine. I would love to. But what are the chances of that? Me being the one that wins that. I want some gardening gloves. But I'll be honest, I didn't get to see what they looked like because I have adult ADD, so I just can't hang very long. So I had the phone up where I could see, but I wasn't listening. I was watching Hell's Kitchen. So I saw my name come up, but I didn't know what I won because I was not.
My husband watches Bonanza at night, and I sat down for a few minutes to watch the episode, and Haas, you know who Haas was on Bonanza? So I missed most of it, so I don't know like why. He was at these people's farm, and the woman was pregnant, and she said that she was about ready to have her baby or something. Anyways, their horse in the stall that had a bonnet on it was also getting ready to have a baby. So Haas was going back and forth into the house, into the barn, because both of them were having babies.
That's funny.
But I don't know why the dad came at the end of the baby, and I don't know where he was or why he was gone.
I started watching Heartland again.
Oh, fun! So I
Yeah.
have
Puppy
stencils.
asked me why I started watching the whole thing. I said, well, I don't know where I left off. So I said, it's been a while, so I'm just going to start at the beginning and go through. That way I can see everything.
I
Yeah.
have these stencils that I thought would be,
that you're giving one away.
huh?
Yeah, Lori and Bob are giving away a hydroponic machine at the Survival Seeds giveaway.
Wow, that's really cool.
That's the thing I want to win, but yeah.
Oh, thank you, Penny. Have a good afternoon. So those corner things, I thought it would be kind of cute to cut out these stencils, have farm animals and well, all kinds of animals to put on the corner of them. Or you could do a state. So like if you're from America, you could do America or whatever state. Here's Texas right on top. I haven't punched out all the
Of course.
the thingies, but yeah. So I've got all the different states. So that would be cool for those. Actually, if I could cut the fabric out, I could sew like that onto stuff too. That's a fabric piece. Very interesting, I say.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
This time I'm mixing the girl and the kitty cat on this side. The girl and the cat. Now I just gotta pick a saying. Oh no, my bracelet just
I don't know if I have.
my
Did
bracelet just beeped at me.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think it's maybe I'm moving my hand so much it thinks I'm walking. I don't know.
There's a moose.
Fresh start. No.
You want to hear a weird story?
Girls before guys. Ooh, that's a good one.
When I was in high school in Alaska, we had to do this nature class. We had to do cross country skiing. Like it had different things you had to do, and then we had to do nature stuff where we had to identify the who. And there was one time where we had to go up on this wooden platform stand that was like really high up in the air and do moose calls. We had to learn how to do that.
Moose calls.
Yeah, I don't remember for the life of me how to do it, but
You know what I did when I was about 19 years old? Me and my sister got approached in the mall to do a modeling thing for a store, and we both did a modeling thing. They gave us a free outfit for doing it. I still have those pictures somewhere. That was fun.
did some modeling once. It was for lingerie, but it wasn't like the lingerie that
clothes, like dresses and pants.
Well, it was more modest lingerie. Like it was just lacy, like pretty, but you couldn't see through it stuff. Like silk and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I did that one.
A pantsuit and a dress and something else. But I think it was like 3 outfits.
Mine was a little store not far from me, probably about an hour away. And when I was over there, I didn't know where I live now existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the name of the store. It was called Petite Sophisticate. Petite Sophisticate. Which I was always pretty. I mean, back then I was even more. I was petite the whole way through. Now I'm just short. Yeah. But yeah, then I was skinny and short.
Yeah, I was very small back then.
Yeah. Well, when I left high school, I wasn't even 100 pounds.
Wow.
I had not
was,
even hit 100 pounds yet.
wow. I was 115 when I met my husband.
I was itty bitty.
Yeah. I was
I was
wearing like
tiny. I was
size 1s and 3s in clothes. I remember my senior year, I bought the size 5 dress to wear to prom.
yeah.
And my grandma kept having to tighten it and make it smaller and smaller.
High country homestead, welcome in. I was never small. Yeah. I was small. But, life happens. I can't blame mine on babies because I never had any babies. So
I had
I
4.
have nothing to blame it on. Not a single thing. It's all me. It's all me.
It's gravity, man. Gravity.
Gravity. It's food, man. It's food. I like food.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
my
hard.
problem.
Eating healthy is very hard because your brain is wired
Well, I
to
lost. So I
things.
I ended up having a
Me too.
what was it? Umbilical hernia for 7 years, and they could never figure out what it was until I
Yeah.
got pregnant with my last son.
Uh-huh.
So I had to have that surgery after I had him. And it kind
Yeah.
of just really, and I'm one of those people that goes back to work like the next day.
Yeah,
It'll take time to heal.
One of my surgeries I had, I stayed out as long as I could. And finally, I was like, oh, darn, I got to pay rent. I got to go back to work. So I had to go back to work. And I really should not have gone back to work yet because it still really hurt to move and bend. But I did. I had to pay rent.
Back this way.
I was single and I did not have anyone to help me. I had to pay my rent or I would have no place to live.
Oh yeah.
I think for many years, Lori, I did not know I was ADHD. But yeah, always had like projects everywhere. I don't always complete everything I start. I'll be lucky if I get all this stuff put up today, but I probably will because this is the kitchen counter and we kind of need this counter. But yeah,
Well, there's this bag. I really like this little part right here. It says Wrangler.
Yeah, the Wrangler stamp.
And then the other side, what it is like a boho. I haven't gotten the straps on yet, so it's kind of hard to even it out. But this is this side, and it's got a little pocket and some hearts and a Wrangler patch right there. And then inside the bag, there's a pocket and for sunglasses. Isn't that cool? So I did a whole.
Yeah, it's neat. So you got the sides on it now.
Yep.
Last time I saw it, you didn't have the sides on yet.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to put eye holes in here and do 2 braided straps so you can put it on your shoulder. And then I'm going to do a long strap where it clips onto here and here where you could actually just wear one strap around. Yeah. So.
However, I feel like as I got older, the ADD got worse. The ADHD got worse because I feel like I'm either one extreme or the other. I can either hyper focus and not pay attention to the things around me or start things I don't finish or completely forget them altogether. So if I forget anything, you just got to email me. But be sure you send it to the right email, guys, because people are emailing me left and right to the wrong email. My email is right there on my about page. My address, all my info is right there for everybody. Anybody can have it.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I've always got a gazillion things going on at once. Some things
Oh,
don't
it's
get
ministry
as much
stuff I need to work on right now.
attention.
Jesse and Lisa have the same birthday. Wow, that's crazy.
Mhm.
I'm actually about 3 weeks older than my husband.
I'm 7 years younger than mine.
I'm three. I say we're the same age because less than a month to me is the same age. We were born the same year.
Yeah.
So he likes to tease me. I'm older,
I'm
and I
gonna
said,
say,
no, we're the same age because we're in the same year. But he doesn't. He likes
mhm.
to pick at me. I'm losing my voice.
Oh, Junior will be 35, the same birthday as Jesse. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen his son.
Actually, so my oldest son's birthday is April 6th, and then my oldest daughter's birthday is April 28th, and my birthday is April 30th.
Mm.
I had my oldest daughter 2 days before my birthday.
Well, you're 18th, right?
19th.
19th. Okay.
Yeah. So she'll be 31. Is that weird? That's weird to me.
Yeah. I know.
It happened so fast. Like, I was thinking about some of the daycare kids that I had that are all 19 now. And
Yeah.
I remember
Wow.
potty training them and, teaching them all their, everything they needed to know. Well, I tried to teach them as much as I could.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you don't know what they're going to get at home. I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that saying from the movie called The Help. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. And the lady, the maid would say to the little girl, because the mother was always calling her own little
I
girl,
feel like I've seen that. Who is it?
she would say, I don't recognize any of the characters as being popular or anything. There's a few ladies, but anyway, she said to that little girl who her mom was always putting her down, she said, "You is smart, you is kind, you is important." And she said,
Okay, I
"You
remember it now.
you
Yeah,
is smart,
that was so
you is
good.
kind, you is important."
I
And
think I
she would say
cried
that to him every
too.
day because she knew that she wasn't going to be with that little girl forever. And she wanted her to hear that from somebody. So, and her mother was terrible to her. But that movie really touched me, the things that happened in that movie. I really like it. And I like the funny part. Do you know what the funny part is?
Hmm.
The pie.
Oh, now
The
see, my
pie.
husband's grandpa.
Haven't seen the movie The Help, watch it. It is a good movie. It's a good
My
movie.
husband's grandpa was full Norwegian, came from Norway,
Uh-huh.
and in order for any of the grandkids to have pie, they had to be able to spell pie. So you had to say PIE before
Huh.
you could get some pie. He was like a jokester and stuff like that. But
Huh.
yeah, he was 90 years old. He passed away on my 30th birthday.
Hmm. Well, we're actually going to a family reunion in July. And
Jan,
in
why?
July,
I'm so jealous. I want an Amish store. I said that weird.
I'm
Amish.
at the Amish store that I took you to. Yeah, you're going to have to take me again, Jan. So just be prepared
Yeah,
for that.
me too. Take me again too. Didn't I get to go? I think
I
I
bought
was.
some stuff in there. I bought some stuff in the Amish store. I bought more stuff, but I was from out of town, so I don't get to shop in there all the
Right
time.
now, I'm in the process of cracking a bunch of eggs and putting them in the freeze dryer so I can make freeze dried eggs, powdered eggs.
Freeze dried raw milk. Huh.
Yeah.
I would have to try it. If it were me, I would have to freeze dry everything just to see what it would be like. It would be like fun to experiment and see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know that this summer, this spring, and like throughout the summer and fall, I'm going to be doing a heck of a lot more stuff.
Oh yeah, I have a
Um,
new dehydrator, so I'm going to be dehydrating a lot more this year because
right.
I was actually embarrassed of my dehydrator, so I didn't make any dehydrating videos. I dehydrated things, I just didn't do it on camera. But this year, now that I have a new dehydrator, I'm actually gonna try to
Well,
make
I
videos
wasn't going to
dehydrating.
tell anybody that I had a freeze dryer because I didn't want nobody to feel like any kind of way or like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. So we make
Everybody's in
payments on it.
different
So
different economical situations.
yeah, and I've always kind of
You
tried
wanted
to
people
keep
to
them
know because they
that.
can learn from you. Because say, I mean, I'm probably not gonna get one, but if I did get one, I would learn things from you to decide if I wanted to get one.
Well, if
So
you had somebody at church or something who had one, excuse me, you could maybe go over sometimes and use it like, you know,
I don't know.
sometimes. I mean, I think that it would be
I don't know anybody like that. Hey, Heather, can I come over and freeze dry some stuff?
yes, you can. I think that would be good for churches to invest in teaching preservation classes and
Oh yeah. No, we had this really cool it was called Community Connection and it was in the park. And basically it was a Bible class, it was a craft, it was this, it was that, but it was for adults and for teenagers. Okay. And my class was in the financial category, and I was teaching people how to coupon. And I had a whole write up on it, and I basically that was my class that I was teaching people how to coupon.
right. Well, the lady that was teaching the class that I did the fruit tree grafting with, well, she said if we email her, so they only do classes upon community interest. So I'm gonna tell her because there's another town like an hour away, and they do like cheese making classes, canning, all the stuff, and I'm like, come on, let's go. you know,
Yeah, I do want to try cheese making. Maybe in the fall and winter. That's a really good collaboration idea. Just remind me about that later.
it's a very long process, so you would have to do like
I have
a
a person
while.
I watched do it, and it was pretty good, simple-ish recipe. So I would go back to that person and watch their video and write it down and do it like that. It would be difficult to find, but I think I could search enough to find it. But it is on YouTube. But yeah. Anyway,
May
what are
and
you making for dinner tonight, Heather? You got any plans?
no,
You know what I'm gonna do?
no, I don't know.
I'm untraditional. Okay. So I don't have any whole bell peppers right now, but I have like all the stuff that goes in it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make stuffed bell peppers, but without the but without the whole, the whole thing. I'm just going to make the stuffing and have that. I
Yeah,
know
you
that sounds
do
kind
that.
of good.
Yeah,
Just with the hamburger meat and the tomato sauce, the onions and the bell pepper and the seasoning. Maybe pair it with a side or something.
I saw this
And I
really
think
cool
just
recipe.
have like stuffed bell pepper stuffing. I don't know. I just thought of that this morning because I had bell
Well, I
pepper
still
Sunday.
have a
So I
few.
think that's what we're having.
That sounds good. I
Yeah.
think I still have a few
Stir fry. Yeah.
chicken enchiladas left over, but
I'm waiting
maybe
for
the
stir fry to have my
will
own
be easy
vegetables.
today. Yeah. So I
I
don't
do
know.
want to do
I'll have to think about it. I've got some salsa that I made left over. But I like last week I did all like a I don't know.
Mexican theme.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't know. I have to
Maybe
see
you
if the
should go,
grandkids are
maybe you should
coming.
go Italian. You should go Italian or American this week.
Yeah. Well, it
I
depends
love
too.
Mexican though. I would have been in hog heaven. I'd be like, yeah, Mexican night every night. All right.
Yeah, my family's okay with it. But sometimes the
Tacos,
meals have to change
enchiladas. Mm,
depending if the grandkids are coming or not, because
yeah.
some things they won't eat.
Oh
I
yeah.
could do a roast.
Yeah. Roast sounds good.
I could do
Yeah.
that because
You know
I've
what
got
I like? Roast with potatoes and carrots. And I usually make mine in the crock pot that cook all day long. And
yeah,
that's usually
that's what I
all
do too. But since I
dinner
just
thing.
came
My
up with
mom
the idea,
actually
that's
does
not
hers on top of the stove, but I've never done it that way. I've had a old Betty Crocker cookbook, and there was a recipe in there I got a long time ago, and I've been doing that recipe ever since. But I actually transferred it to that card over there. I think I cut it out because the book was falling apart.
Mm.
I pulled out all the recipes I like and I kept them. But
Mm.
yeah,
I
roast.
could I could do nachos.
Yeah, I'd love nachos. Nachos sound good.
Oh, sorry. Minus the chips. Ground beef and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know.
that nutritionist tries to do hers with cauliflower or is it cauliflower or broccoli? And I'm like, I don't
For her
know.
chips?
Yeah, and tries to make the vegetables crunchy. I'm like, oh, vegetables aren't supposed to be crunchy.
Maybe deep fried bread and deep fried. Possibly.
I don't know. Maybe just, the vegetables, the meat, and maybe some kind of seasoning, salsa or enchilada sauce or something. The other day I was making what was I making?
I do have some cooked rice.
Forgot what I was
I could
making.
add that to the roast.
But I actually used enchilada sauce to season it to make it taste Mexican like.
That's what I'll do with like a regular roast where it has the potatoes and carrots in it.
I
And then,
wonder what enchilada sauce is made out of. I need to figure that out. That would be a cool thing to make myself, wouldn't it?
yeah,
That's something practical I could can that I would actually use all of
yeah,
it.
me too. I like the El Pato, which is a little can and it's like
Chili.
spicy tomato sauce.
Mhm.
I need to learn how to make that.
Nacho pork ribs. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I saw this recipe. It's like a keto recipe. You get a chicken breast and you kind of beat it with your mallet thingy out flatter, and you put sauce on it, and you put more. Say you do it with chicken, right? And you beat it out, and you put your sauce. You put beef on top of it, and cheese, and onions, and veggies, and the chicken is the actual pizza crust.
Oh.
And it's a keto meal because you're just eating meat. You're just eating meat and cheese and a little bit of veggies.
Well, I found the recipe. So this is the sauce that I like to use when I make like my salsa.
Yeah.
And
I need
here's
to
the
learn
recipe.
how to make your own enchilada sauce. That might be a cool thing to do with my canned tomato, my frozen tomatoes up there. I still have that bag. I need to clean
Oh,
my
that's a good idea.
full freezer clean out before the vegetables start coming in. That way I'm starting fresh. Good Sunday roast. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I usually try to make a nice Sunday dinner of some sort. But we went to lunch yesterday, so
We had Chinese for lunch yesterday.
No, that's okay. So I pulled up the recipe for the enchilada sauce.
Uh-huh.
Olive oil, flour, whole wheat flour, all purpose, and gluten free flour blends all work.
Flour are in there? Flour is in enchilada sauce? What?
I think it's to make it thicker. 1 tablespoon of ground chili, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, garlic powder, oregano, salt, a pinch of cinnamon, tomato paste. An ad.
I need a keto high protein version of that without flour.
Well, you can change your flour. Any flour works.
Yeah, maybe almond flour or
Yeah.
maybe like isn't it an exothym gum that thickens things?
Mhm. Tomato. So you put 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, vegetable broth, 1
Who
teaspoon
knew there
of
was flour in sauce? I would have never guessed enchilada sauce had flour in it. I thought it was just tomato and some.
Ooh, that sounds good. A casserole. Ooh, maybe I could do potato slices with cooked ground beef, some sort of veggie in it, and make my own like white sauce or something. Garlic white sauce. Maybe that's what I'll do.
It's like a couple of days before payday, so I'm just gonna wing it. Stuffed bell peppers without the bell pepper, without the whole of the bell pepper. Because I have a whole container of chopped bell pepper in the freezer. I do that so my bell peppers don't go bad on me. I'll just chop the whole thing,
Yeah.
and that way when you're making a
Well,
meal,
you could make them at night and then just eat them the next day, maybe.
let's see,
I don't know.
Yorkshire
Yeah,
pudding.
just
I
toss 'em
don't
in the
know what's
gas.
in it. I don't know what's in Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding. What? Neither do I.
I've gone off casseroles recently. Too hot here. Where are you at that it's hotter than here? Yeah, well, it's still cold over there where Lori's at.
I think
But
Australia, I think.
oh, you know what I'm going to make for my treat meal for this coming weekend?
Mhm.
Egg rolls.
Oh, those look fun. It's like
All
okay,
need egg rolls.
it's like a
A baked.
pastry. It's like a
Oh,
pastry. It's um you
I
put
bought
the hot roasted hamburger
anyway.
beans on it.
Another reason I prep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat what we have. I'm gonna pull a meal out of what we have. It's going to be
Okay.
unusual, and who knows what else I'm going to add to it.
It's from the United Kingdom. It's milk or water, flour, and eggs.
Milk, eggs, and flour. Never heard of it. Oh, you're in Australia too? Huh.
Baked batter.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. I got a couple of things I need to do before.
Yeah, I gotta finish cracking eggs.
And I got to clean my. Y'all don't see the mess right here, but this is like here's.
Oh, I would.
Mess.
Yeah,
all the things to do this.
that sounds good. You know, tapioca pudding on those would be good too.
But I need to finish those strips I have cut, making them so I need to finish them so I don't waste strips of paper. But yeah, this is like my favorite color, this dark purple color.
I like that color. That's nice.
It's almost an eggplanty purple. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. I like your shirt. That's cute.
Oh, thank you. What is it? Oh, these colors don't run with an eagle. It's actually like a 4th of July kind of a shirt. It's a proud to be an American kind of shirt. Yeah.
How many? Okay, so I'm still at 2880. So my hours are like barely moving. So I
Oh,
need
you have like 120 hours left. Okay. I'll get it going on this laptop when we finish. I'll just let it run tonight.
Yeah, I
So
just
I
it's that the hours from last year that I guess I don't know.
Oh, that sounds
So it's
good.
just going like that, up and down, just a little tiny bit. One of these days it'll break free. So hopefully I'm thinking, when did I do my emergency video? I can't remember.
Mm,
It was the
Friday
20.
or Saturday, wasn't it? I didn't watch it till this morning, but I think it came out Friday or Saturday.
I
Or
don't
maybe
remember. Oh my gosh.
I watched it
Look,
today. It came out
anyway,
Tuesday.
hopefully that will make some hours. Make it
Yeah, that would be good.
up.
Yeah, our pie videos and our emergency videos are both doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of gardening stuff coming up too. I
That's
had so many videos. I had to put one of them on Saturday because I didn't want Jennifer to have to wait for the friend mail. So I just made it
Yeah, I'm hoping that I get the seeds from Mary today, so then that way I can get that video
together.
together.
Yeah, it just worked out perfect where I could just do all the seeds together and use the hashtag because they're all for both. And I'm going to try to, I'm guessing Jennifer wanted us to include Mary's seeds as part of it as well. Hers
Well,
and
I wasn't sure, but then I thought, well, probably. So, yeah.
yeah. So I think, I'll just make a separate video once in a while that'll just be for Jennifer and Mary's seeds.
Okay, Tamara says it was Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday or Thursday, maybe some more hours will pop up from that. I don't know.
Like your device is back. I know. I went a whole week without a phone, man. It was rough.
How many do you need, Gail?
I'm just trying to keep mine up because I haven't really consistently been posting videos. I also had not until I think about 10 days ago, I did a live with Tina, but before that, I had not done a live in 3 months since Fall Fest, literally.
So Broken
So
Hearts
I need
Ministry.
to start doing
Yeah.
consistent once a week lives. Right now, I'm just trying to catch up for the time period of not doing lives. But then after that, I'm going to probably stay
Lori's
consistent.
like, I'm using him for you two, not me. She's like, hurry up and get it already. So Gail has been monetized on Broken Hearts Ministry. She just needs a few hours, to
Yeah, I
keep it
just don't
going.
like it when that thing, the thumbs down, and then hubby's been doing his lives as lives instead of as videos. So I haven't had those to post. So, just all that together, those little arrows were just pointing down. So I'm just trying to work on getting everything going the right direction.
Right.
Because I don't want to work so hard for the channel and then just tank it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just keep it up. Keep it
Yeah.
up.
So we did something a little bit different today. So that was nice. Are you reading chat?
Okay. Yeah, I'm reading what Jennifer said. Well, is there something I'm supposed to read?
No, I don't think so.
Run calm down videos?
You're hyper and you need to chill. Ah.
Oh, you haven't gotten your Mary seeds?
Oh, you
Huh.
should do a live soon. That'll be nice to see the updates of your garden. or what you're planning on doing.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi,
Lulu.
Lulu.
Oh, since you. So nice to see you today. Just now, pop in. Hi, everyone. Doing well. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I decided to take a day off from the gardening. I know it's hard to believe because I've been just out there every day, but I was like, I need to let the muscles all like heal because I've been out there just every day, just
I know I'm still
things
sore.
here.
I was
The
sore
day
all
I've been
week last week from pulling the
of
wagon
all
of hay.
days, I just said today, yesterday it hurt to walk, to do my walks. So I told myself, I'm going to rest today. I'll do my walks, but I'm just not going to work in the garden because I'm going to try to let those muscles heal.
Yeah.
So I don't hurt myself and not be able to walk for a while. So,
Well, I hope that you can get back to making your videos. So it's
oh, is that why she hasn't made videos? Because she's out of a device? Is that what's going on?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Huh. I'm just curious. You
Yeah.
were saying, by what you were saying, I was trying to read what you were talking about.
Right. So, well, that sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Gail, thank you for.
We seem to be consistently going an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
I
why.
gotta get moving though because I'm starting to be like. Ugh.
I know. Well, I've actually been standing the whole time.
You have?
Yeah, I'm standing.
Oh, that's awesome.
I guess.
I didn't know it. I didn't know you were standing.
Yeah, this is a kitchen counter. See?
Oh, I thought you were sitting on like a bench or something, a
There's
stool.
no way the tray table wouldn't have had enough room for all this stuff that's here. That's why I had to do it. So the laptop is sitting on the kitchen counter facing me, and my stuff is right here. That way I'd have enough room for the laptop and what I was doing.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming in, and we'll be doing another chat soon. Just be looking out for that.
Good
Thank you
day.
with me, Heather. Good day. Good day.
Good day. Good day.
Goodbye.
Have a good day, guys.